Alrighty, I guess we can go and get started now. How's it going, guys? Milking the Thorpe content, Gaudy. Yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I definitely am. That is happening. I suppose there's other dramas to talk about. Yeah, I didn't really say much about. I haven't really kept track with the iDub stuff and all that stuff. Whatever. What Ethan, Ralph, and Lynx? Lynx is a liar. Lynx is an attention hoe. Amaranth. What about the Amaranth drama with her husband? I've seen the clips and I've seen how she reacted. I gotta say, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. And also, I don't believe her. I believed her the first time, and then that was just a bunch of crap. So, so there you have it. Hey, let's get some likes here. Yeah, we're doing the struggle session. There's another struggle session. This time's about donations. It's about donations, from what I understand. They're really having a struggle session. Linux, Lynx, right? If you don't know who Lynx is, man, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know who she is. She was some chick that was associated with Keemstar for a bit, but failed at the job. Keemstar came on to her, apparently. Even that was kind of fake too, because what she didn't reveal was that she was kind of being flirtatious in those texts as well. Man, I gotta say, man, don't believe. It's just. You give a charity like. Thank you, Sean. I'll take charity likes. I like charities. I love you, Sean. Is that too much? Like no homo. I love you in like in a way like we may not always agree, but if someone said, that Sean guy, he's an asshole, I'll be like, no, he's not. He's a good man. He's a good man. Okay. I have your back. Probably don't have my back, and that's okay. Because sometimes I may say things in the moment or whatever. Just kind of mess around. How many times have I let chat direct the content into something bad? A couple of times. Remember the time I ate the onion for chat? All those times I'd get blacked out drunk for chat. Wow. Anyway. All right, so keeping up with the Thorps. That's the theme here of the stream. That's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and make this better. There we go. The ratio is much better now. Oh, let me fix the chat. My chat is on top chat. I got to fix that, the live chat. How's it going, Hurricane, Galdi, and Sean? Let's go and get started here. Let's do it.
No, you said we were resuming splitting it going forward. You need the 200 and resuming splitting it.
Whoa. Let's back up.
Oh, it didn't even occur to me. Hey, Lalo, you know how we're splitting donos?
No, so what you said was...
And I remember what she said. She said she was not going to split it, donos. Oh, also, it starts off great already. Last night's stream, Grace said during the homosexual struggle session that Lalo's not going to get any donations. Okay. Let's hear him out.
1/3 up until the struggle session, and then we weren't splitting it going forward.
No, you said we were resuming splitting it going forward. You need the 200 and resuming splitting it. You
What?
can check back. That was your negotiation.
Well, let's clip it. Let's get Decentralized to clip all that.
So
Yeah. Clip that out. You're not gonna be able to clip that out. That's not gonna be clipped out because I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
Where's my
But
one?
And even if he did, it doesn't matter because he's dealing with you clowns. Okay, you guys are like the worst when it comes to like negotiations and stuff.
We're not
Channel D
splitting it.
stuff.
The Dono went to Grace, not to you.
No. Then why'd he send it to my cash app? He had hers. He wanted me to tell Grace because he was mad at Grace.
He sent, well, it was our stream that made it, right?
Yeah.
I need
So,
money.
Oh, is that what's happening here? Someone donated to Lalo directly to his Cash App, and they're trying to claim it. No, guys, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. If someone donates to the other person directly, that's their money. Like, these people are acting like total inwards about this, aren't they?
Your stream is now.
am I gonna get a third and he gets a third?
Okay, so you're saying 1/3 of the entire trip, everybody pulls everything together. That was the understanding?
No, 1/3 of all the donos
Well, that's what you
made.
were saying. up
That's what
until
you said.
It didn't work for you anymore, and then
Well,
you changed.
no,
Yeah.
you guys changed it because then you didn't want to do anything.
No,
And
you're
Grace agreed to
negotiating.
Yo, that's exactly right, Grace. You guys are the first ones to say you're not getting anything. You flat out told them you're not getting anything. And now you want to change it. These people, I swear, man, they're weird like this, man. That's why I didn't want to meet up with them. Because I was thinking, man, if I meet up somewhere, I'm going to end up getting stuck with the tab. Because if I meet up with them, I'm not doing some stupid like, oh, we're going to do some weird stuff IRL like homeless people. I'm going to be like, let's just go to a bar. Let's go down to Galveston and go to a bar. It's scammers got scammed. Yeah, exactly, Vetcher, for sure. Galdi, ZXV Network is bigger than Warner Brothers at this point. You know what? I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, ZXV Network is doing some good stuff, right? You got some good, some great content. Oh, has he done more content with my doppelganger?
Were we continue everything as it's been, plus I get $200. That's what you told me in that lobby over there.
That was Damius. Right?
No, Damien sent you the 200, but you said we keep everything as it's
So
been,
a common theme here is
which
that
would
there's no
include a third of the
continuity
donos.
in the logic.
Yeah,
So-
you make the logic work.
There was a new
however
covenant.
You want to make it work for you.
Oh, there's the cops.
Exactly.
The cops are coming for Lalo because he's not sharing the donations.
Everybody
Bitch.
wants it to work for
You
themselves.
act
It's not a
like a
majority.
bitch whenever it doesn't like overabundantly work for you.
Well, so I'm down to split a third of the donos so far with you because that was our arrangement. So can we get the 2/3 of the
2/3?
Channel D? Well, yeah, because
Oh, wow. They went how much was that donation, by the way? How much was it? Are we going to get that little information? Does anyone know?
you get a third, I get a third, he gets a third, right? That's the
I
idea.
thought you guys are a
Keep a
single
third.
entity.
Well,
Are you
yeah,
gonna
so
split
we
bank
make
accounts?
2/3, then fine. We take 2/3, you take 1/3.
That makes no sense.
No,
No,
you
I
said-
see-
Wait, Grace, I thought you're paying Ben. Is this something you just say on stream for the courts for Courtney? Which is weird.
You said when you were,
It was 200. They're talking about $200. They wanted okay. Yeah, man, they're penny pinchers for real. That weird pay pig sent it to Lalo because he didn't like how Grace spent the 1,000. Yeah, which makes sense. Give it to Lalo. Lalo will use the money. He gave it to Lalo's Cash App. That's his money now. That's how that works. You can't just change the rules of engagement. These people are so... Besides, I thought they wanted to kick Lalo out. Didn't Ben say he didn't want Lalo around anymore? You know what? Lalo's not going to do this, but he should. He should just do a Lalo spite stream, where and it would probably work for one stream, and be like, donate to me to make Gray Seed, and it would probably work. Did I ban all the Chinatown? No, actually, I released everything. No one's banned. No bans. No bans. They come around every now and then. But I think things have changed. People have moved on. Anyway.
Sleeping in our room that we couldn't be in because you behaved poorly, that you should also get a third of the donos.
The behavior has no bearing on the
during
donos.
that. Right, okay. So it has no bearing. So, okay. So you deserve 1/3 of that. That's what you told me.
No, I'm fine with not getting any of the donos you guys made on your stream on your
Because
behalf.
now it works for you. So
I'm not even sure how much they made before the struggle session. So I'm taking.
Why would it matter? Why would it matter? If the deal is the deal.
That's not what the deal was at all. In fact, you didn't even want her to give me the 1/3.
No, I'm pretty sure Lalo's going to stand his ground here, and that's good. But there's always a chance he will bend the knee. There's always a chance. Let's see what happens.
Prior to the struggle session, she made that decision herself.
Okay, well, she made
now
the
you want
decision to give it to you. And then now you're like, oh, let's not talk about that because now
I'm free to talk about it.
It doesn't work for me.
Nuh-uh.
So wait, so I agreed to you 1/3 of the donos, which I assume means 1/3 to me, 1/3 to him, 1/3 to you, correct?
Or 2/3 to us, 1/3 to you.
Whatever, however you want to see it. We're an entity, we get 2/3. Okay, so I agree to that. We have a breakdown. You say, in order for me to come back on stream, I need $200 up front, which Damius did send to me that I sent to you. Plus, I need it to stay the same as it was before. Okay,
Not
so
really.
I agreed. Like you said that.
No, you didn't agree to that.
You said that.
No, you agreed to 1/3 up until that given point.
No, that's what
Yeah,
I've been
that's
saying.
what you
but
said.
You said the only
See,
way
here's
I'll
what I'm
come
showing
back
you.
on stream is if we continue
Everyone's
the way things have been
unbanned.
going.
No bans. No.
I think I
said
put that
that
out
to
there.
me.
Then it didn't work.
No
And
mods
I just
either.
agreed to the 200 up front.
No.
So I could
Look
pay
at that.
the 2 nights at the hostel plus the plane back, and that's what I used it on.
No, so you're leaving here with like a couple $100 in your pocket.
Maybe.
You didn't pay shit, and you didn't produce the content.
That was up to Channel D and Damius and those folks.
Oh, Lalo's enjoying this. He got some money. They're jealous. Oh, man.
I don't control them. They're adults. I respect their decision. Okay.
Right, okay, but like...
You know, Tinsel, you're exactly right. That's the best thing Courtney's done,
What 200?
which is good.
The $200.
Oh, if she stiffed Damius, then yeah, and then she wouldn't get any money from him going forward. I mean, that's a risk we can take. It's up to him if he donos or not.
Well, she had no incentive to give it to you, but she did it because it was the right thing to do.
No, I specifically asked that as a demand, as had. She really just said that 2 minutes ago. So.
But we didn't think you were going to make any content, and we were right. You didn't make any content.
No, it's true.
You just took care of yourself.
No. He's part of the content. He's part of y'all's content. And he's on your stream. You got the Cash App there. And someone donated directly to it.
Yeah,
That is
You're a
the
selfish
content.
asshole.
That's the dynamic. I'm not
that's
that
the
mean.
content.
The content
Yes.
is you being an asshole.
Hey, by the way, all these donations, all this income, are they claiming any of it when it comes to tax time? Not that I really care. I don't really care about that. Don't get it twisted. All right? But it's just a curious observation.
This is the content, is me. Because if I were nice, this wouldn't be a struggle.
Why don't you make some more content and fuck off then?
Okay. Storm
Yeah,
off.
go be in whatever. Go walk off, stomp off, and go.
You lost the argument, chat. One's in chat.
Go stimulate your...
Who won the argument? Type in
No,
the
I'm not
name
even
of
sure.
Who won the argument?
Plane leaves.
He never.
Oh, I'm not even sure, Sean. Maybe it's because I don't really trust those guys as much as they don't. I mean, they don't trust me. I don't trust them. You know, it's some guys are cool. Some guys are cooler than others. Okay, all right.
started a stream of his own, by the way. I mean, I have to say that's up to the people who donated. They don't care if he doesn't make content. Okay.
Yeah, they want to fund a selfish asshole. No. They got what they paid for, right, Lala? That's your product. You're a selfish prick.
Not that bad, guys. Come on, Donos. Nah. I sense a lot of resentment, and I understand that.
Well, because there is a lot of resentment. It's very naked resentment right there, just like his bare chest. Why on earth? Ben thinks he's really flexing here or something, right?
I feel your pain.
Because you're an asshole.
I feel your pain, Ben.
But you say like I'm an asshole and that's my brand.
Not at
Give
all.
me more money to keep doing this.
I'm just leaning into it because I think it's funny. I'm not actually a bad person at all. So.
No, that's what. No, but you're.
Oh, someone asked in the chat. So who's holding the money? Lalo was donated money through Cash App to his Cash App directly, and now they want a cut of it. But before all that, they had told him that he's not going to get a cut of their donations. Like, I even saw that clip. Like, it's kind of. So now they're trying to be like, oh, wait, we said we're going to split. So we want some of that money.
Saying like I'm Machiavellian, W me. I got $200.
That was like what I said.
I didn't produce any content.
Damius says Lalo was supposed to make content with the Thorps. Lalo is at fault.
You can't tell me that I cucked the content. I told you.
It was Adam and
you
Lalo
what
who cucked the content.
I told you what you could have done for content, and you're too good for that, right?
Depends. There's a lot of different scenarios. Look, if Damius doesn't want to give me any more money, I won't be complaining.
Well, you say you're going to spend a year doing YouTube, right?
Good.
Okay, but you suck at creating content. You're
good.
like the most foul,
What in the world?
imaginable creator. Take money, fuck people over, fuck your own audience.
Wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. Wait a second. What? Dude, the day before this, Ben was telling Lalo to leave because he was the wrong kind of gay. Because he wasn't the right gay. Hey, Paranormal Drama Llama. Yeah, this is pretty rich. So Lalo gets donation of $200 directly to his Cash App. And now they want some of that money. After they said they're not going to split the money, right? But now they want to split it. Now they want everyone to split it. Okay.
See, if we're looking at the bridge burning, it's been on your guys' behalf towards everybody else. And the common denominator is exactly who's saying that I'm the person that's foul. See how that makes sense?
Wow, so Lalo is paying attention.
The denominator is you acting like an asshole.
Nuh-uh. I don't really think so.
Well, the people who gave you money.
Now, keep in mind, guys, there is a chance that all this was done on purpose just to create a situation, okay? I'm not saying it's scripted necessarily. I'm saying there's a chance that it just so happened that the guy donated to Lalo knowing that it would piss the Thorps off with the intention about this, right? And everyone's kind of like playing into it. Conflict. You got to have all these conflicts.
So, is that not relevant?
Damius? Yeah, Octavius, maybe.
Apart from us,
They gave you money and they think.
Apart
what
from-
you did is just pocket it and not do anything on
Hey, game over. How's it going?
what they wanted.
I can stream on my own, especially with the free time I'm going to have in a few days.
But
It'll
you
be great.
didn't, and you had plenty of free time.
you didn't.
Yeah, but like, what would I film? Like, here, I'm at the hostel lobby.
Exactly, you suck. You have nothing to say except, haha, I'm an asshole. So go say it somewhere else.
True. You suck as a creator.
Go get
Oh, wow.
somebody else. The only
They're so
reason you know
salty.
Damius Octavius is because
They wanted him to leave. Oh, man. After the homo struggle session, Ben was like, leave. I want this guy out of here. I want him to go. Call his friend. Tell him to go. Tell him to leave. And now they're like, oh, you suck. You suck. Give us that money. Give us that money. You suck.
he knows us.
And I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's the last that's the last of that.
Suffer, Damius.
He knows that his content is shit.
Damius is the one who donated to Lalo. Damius can suffer.
Apart from us, how would you say the content was yesterday that you provided?
That doesn't make sense. I mean, it's kind of a tango. That doesn't really work, does it?
Well, you're going to take a gap here, and you're going to try to leech off us like you did
Not really.
on this trip. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely not.
All right.
Really.
Damius
Definitely.
says, to make up for it, Lalo, I'll pay Grace $50 to slap you. You get no money.
What? What did you just say?
He says to make it up to him, he'll pay me $50 to slap you, and you get none of it.
That's so stupid. Of course not.
No, he's a selfish ass.
That's what
Are
I
we gonna
thought.
get that?
Why?
Because you suck.
Why would I let her hit me for nothing in return? That's stupid.
You think it's the end for the Lalo arc W Pizdits? Maybe. You never really know, do you? In a general sense, you may know, but like with Lalo, it's like, is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be it? When is he gonna learn? But he seems to just like enjoy being around for some reason, right? See, Ben seems to always want Grace to, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely change her financial agreements. Yeah, for sure, because like they want to keep the money. At least Keemstar paid. Lalo will be back. He likes it. He does like it, doesn't he? Hey, how are those likes doing? Let's get some more likes. I definitely appreciate it. By the way, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. I started the stream late today at 9. I was going to try to do it at 8, but, things happen. And then all that. So I thank you for doing this, for keeping up with the Thorps here, and watching this struggle session over Lalo receiving donations after the Thorps have told him that he's not getting any more. He's not getting the cut. Okay, and now they want his cut. They want him to give up 2/3. Okay.
Because Damius thinks you suck.
Yeah, we're talking about $200.
That's too bad.
think that's
I did 2
heavy?
rounds of boxing in good faith. I thought I only had to do 1, and he didn't give me the 40 anyway. So I was stiffed if you want to think about it that way.
Yeah. If you want to think about it that way, I'm not going to think about it that way. 'Cause that's
Your choice. It's a free country. Resentment is free.
Resentment is free.
Damius
He's
says,
so smug right now. Oh, smug Lalo is actually good, shining through. I like smug Lalo. It's great when it's used like this. What do you guys think about this?
I paid $200. It's time to earn it, Lalo.
The fuck? It's too bad.
That's the response you'll get, Damius.
I'll pay Ben $50 if he lets Lalo punch him in the face. That's great. Oh man, that's great. I like the chat here.
Kick him in the balls. How about you spank Lalo? Lalo kept disappearing yesterday.
Yeah, that'll be
Damius says,
content.
"Be a man
Have
of-"
Lalo go over your knees, bend him over, and spank him.
Your word, Lalo.
What I say, it was 200 just to get back on the stream that one time. That's
Yeah,
what
it kind of
was.
did,
No,
didn't it, Sean?
no. I said in Discord.
And for me to film with you guys. For,
I said
They leaned into it so
to
hard
make
that it
content with
actually
the Thorps until Monday.
yeah,
like
Correct.
it doesn't even really matter anymore.
So how do you rate the content you made?
it was
out
great.
Of
I
10?
had a lot of fun.
No. The content. I don't care what you felt like.
True. It was pretty good.
Out of 10.
8.
8. What do you guys think? How has the Lalo content been out of 10?
Well, I mean, the previous stream was hilarious. The homo struggle session, that wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Lalo. So really, Lalo should receive a lot more donations for the stuff he's been through. So honestly, he is, because without Lalo, what would we get? We would get Ben and Grace meandering around LA on bicycles. You know? Yeah.
Thank you, Gino.
6, 10.
10.
Lalo and Ben's struggle sessions were 9.
So true.
10, 6.
12.
10,
Let's fucking
2,
go.
12.
Let's go.
Lalo getting
Let's go.
punched was a 10. 8, 4, 9, 7,
I saved the content
8.
the first day I was
Yeah, Lalo got punched in the face. That was great content. That was like so great.
2, 9, 8. 8 is fair.
See, even the chat's saying Lalo's part of the content. Lalo's creating content.
Especially getting punched. Give crack says 2.
I
Yikes.
can't see your chat.
7,
Give crack. I can't see your chat.
20. Content was ass. I'd give it a 0 if I could.
Give crack he's just trolling.
Suppa. Lalo was the whole I agree.
Overall, Cali trip has been great. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. But like, I'm saying Lalo specifically. 2 after I paid 209 with the struggle session.
Well, there you go. That worked. That's
I agree.
Balance it out.
So this struggle session makes it worth it, huh?
The struggle session was good. You know, the funny thing is, when Lalo gets paid, he stops providing good content.
Not true.
Interesting.
Man, they're
No,
so
that's
jealous.
pretty
They
true.
just haven't been pulling the strings in the right way.
You
gotta
weren't
ask
getting
for the
paid
right thing.
and you got punched in the face and
I
did a
did the whole
great
boxing
struggle
thing.
session. Then you got
That's
paid
true.
and you got lazy.
It wasn't even a boxing thing. It was one punch.
I was the needed villain. That's what I'm talking about. I get the nature of things.
Lalo getting punched was good. You know, you guys don't understand everything that goes into that. Did he get punched? Yeah. But who had to sit there on the phone with Adam's dad? Me. Who brought Adam over? My dad. You guys don't realize the behind this. I have to sit there.
Oh, so they did produce it. So you guys were tinkering with things behind the scenes to make it possible. Oh, yeah.
On the phone with
Of course,
this guy.
we knew that.
And who's coming over? Some people we met at the hostel. They're gonna be chill. Well, just remember, if they do anything wrong, I'm going to, like, it's not okay. I'm going to sue. Okay, yes, we'll be totally chill. If you sit there while Adam's passing out on the sidewalk from how much he's drank. But no, it was Lalo. It was all Lalo.
That's the perception, and Grace, I think what you
Have
need
to
to
fucking
say to
Uber
them,
his fat ass. Probably cost more because he's so fucking fat.
He's
Uber.
fat.
Man, I think they're also jealous because they're not even receiving donations right now, in this moment, in this stream, right? Like, it comes in sparingly. I think I might actually receive more donations than they do now. I don't know if that's true. Thank you guys so much. I'm just gonna say, oh man, I'm swimming in donations in this stream. Woo boy! No, it was nice for Mackenzie for the for those with those stickers, whatever at the end. That was nice. But that was like for an hour's worth of content. Imagine streaming for like all day, every day for like, I guess every now and then a chance for something. But they get that kick. They get that kick money now, don't they? That's right. They get the kick money. By the way, chat, I'll have you on the screen here. How do y'all rate Lalo's content? How would y'all rate it? And see, Vetra says the Thorps do the exact same. Every time they get kick money, they avoid streaming for days. Oh yeah, for sure, because they're spending it and doing other things for sure. They have to be low on money. Oh, of course, man. A game over, yeah, for sure. Does anyone understand why Ben bought those 2 pedal bikes? I thought it was supposed to be for content or something. They were going to use it. I think, but it was a dumb purchase, especially the e-bike. When was the last time we've seen the RV, by the way? We haven't seen the RV at all since this whole thing, right? Tinsel, imagine streaming and not having your family to torture for content. I know, right? I'm doing it all wrong. I should bring in my kids and make them play chess with like some strange dude named Hormaxer. You know, that's crazy. That's Father of the Year material. You know, I'll bring in my kids, bring in my daughter, put her on Discord, trust her with Discord strangers. Like, be nice to my daughter, guys. Air out my marital details on stream. They could travel around LA of buses and the e-bike, but they don't need the 2 bikes. Yeah? You know, the mystery of what happens in Ben's head, you know? It's the same guy that thought it was a good idea to start an Ethiopian restaurant. What does he know about Ethiopian food? What does he know about that? Oh man, and a restaurant's horrible, man. You know, I hear stories that it takes about maybe 3 years operating to even start generating a profit. Now that might just be fake. I don't know, but I've always heard that starting a restaurant is like you got to have a lot of capital, okay? Because you're not really bringing in money until later. Because you got to get established. You got to get some customers in there. You got to get known. And anyway, this is less cringe than the Amaranth stream. The Amaranth stream, I saw clips of it, and I was like, no, man, this is so fake. It is so fake. Not doing it. And you know what, too? Amaranth called the cops on her husband for charging at her. Dude, we have seen worse. We have seen far worse, and little's done, right? I looked at that stuff, I was like, man, that's amateur hour. Follow the Thorps, and you see a lot worse, and little is done. And then you see how, like, Amaranth acts, and you're like, man, this is played up and is so fake. I want to watch 2 gross people, Ben and Grace, try to psychologically manipulate their Mexican friend. I wouldn't say friend. Because they're jealous because he got donos. And it's like $200. Okay, that's what I want to see. All right, I want to see Ben try to put... I want to see Ben bring out the gay inquisition on Lalo. That's what I want to see. Anyway, let's go and continue.
Up the hill to the fucking...
Did he offer to repay?
No.
What? What?
Of course
He's
not.
like, why would I repay?
I'll tell you.
He should.
Okay, Grace has a pocket forever. Look,
Fuck off.
thank you. All right.
Well, but it is kind of fair because he did get the Uber back and one, like, a scooter for me and him, and I didn't pay him back for that, so we're kind of even on the transportation thing so far.
Look, you are feeling unappreciated, and the chat hasn't picked up on that. I'm getting all the vitriol. Now, the chat is making you feel content, yeah?
No.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, no response, huh?
You screwed over our chat. We'd prefer if you screwed over your chat, but you don't have a chat. You don't
So now they're taking the chat away from Lalo.
have fans, and it's because you suck.
Now, could you do what I did to another stream, or would they not let you on?
Oh, that's true.
What do you mean what you
Well,
did
let's
to another
qualify a
stream?
difference here, because he's saying that I'm lazy, yes?
No, that you're
I just think you're
a bad creator who's more concerned with his ego and money than actually being creative or making good content. That's
You say this species is so salty.
why you don't stream, because you did stream and you had like, what, 40, 50 viewers, and you felt like you were too good for it.
Right,
You're
paranormal.
insecure.
Yeah, that's right.
That was good.
Lalo's the
You
wrong
thought
kind
you
of gay,
deserved more
according to
viewers
Ben.
and you
I
stopped
like
streaming.
that. No, I like that stream.
Well, then how come you didn't do it again?
Because I felt
You were
like...
too busy?
well, part of it, but I do think that I will do it this summer. I think that there's a lot of potential to be made, especially
Definitely, buddy.
Look, call my bluff. I don't care. What do I lose? Nothing.
You are not going to
just
stream
say
this
that.
summer. You had the content opportunity. of a
Lalo
life-
should stream this summer. Lalo stream and do better than the Thorps. It shouldn't be that hard.
Lifetime yesterday. Adam was up. He was bored. You could have spent $20 getting him an Uber to Hollywood Boulevard. Walked over there and met him. Got him a
Right,
Red
that's
Bull and a
dangerous.
coffee.
Wait, what do you have?
and
I'm
you
gonna be by
and
myself.
got in the tandem. Yeah, because you're a big boy.
Oh, you know what Lalo could do? Lalo could work for the Kino Casino and be the gay field reporter. The gay dude, that would be hilarious. You got Lalo, the gay field reporter, out there in wherever. Like they could do like Gonzo style like interviews and stuff like that with Lalo, and just put him in awkward situations because he loves being humiliated. Dude, that's content idea right there. Make that happen. Looks like Grace is drinking lemon juice. So bitter. Oh, man. That's supposed to help her, I think. Help her with the weight.
Right? You're a big
No, I'm
boy.
saying
You
what
can
he-
handle
He's a
it. Going out in
baby.
public
He's
with
a baby.
somebody.
He's
If
a
you
baby.
wanted to stream, that would be like when I was with Darius. If he had said like, I don't know, there was nobody else interesting there, but like if Nadouche had woken me up and said like, there's a streamer who's over there. If we pay $20 to go get an Uber, we can go late night, and I'm up, and I'm
Okay,
like,
what if that
no,
streamer hit
I don't
you,
think
like,
so.
2 days prior? Then what? And he was also drunk, like he was the time he hit you.
So you were afraid he was going to hit you?
Yeah, I don't want to get in a fight with someone.
That's opposite of what we heard the other night, right? Lalo wants to get punched in the face by well-dressed men. What did he say? Lalo wants to get punched in the face by good-looking guys.
You're a pussy.
Okay.
Oh.
Big fat pussy.
A big old.
Why does
fat
Lalo
person.
keep coming back to stream with the Thorps?
Not seating, by the way.
I think for a moment like this is a weird moment where Lalo got a win. Though he could be flaunting it more. He's handling it in his own way. Okay, it's whatever. But he is throwing jabs. And it is like Grace is clearly salty here.
You're a pussy. You say, I want to do content. I don't see it, bro.
So you want content where there's no attention?
So you meet
Well,
up with him. If
no,
he hits you, you
that's a
call
great
the
question that
police.
Ben
He's
just
not going to
gave
hit you. You've seen the text from him. He's not going to hit anybody unless it's on his dad's property. He literally said that.
Yeah, this is dad's.
And you're streaming.
Good question,
he's gonna
Game
hit-
Over. They actually wanted to kick him out, apparently. But, they didn't because, he's still here. Because sometimes it's kind of like, are you guys just creating tension?
Hit
He's
you
never fought outside
in
of his
public.
dad's property. That's
In
true.
public,
It's never happened before.
even if he does, so call the cops. He's not going to kill you.
On
He's like a
stream.
twig. He's like a drunk stick
on stream.
insect.
I'm not going to call the cops on stream. It's stupid. Okay, so Ben posed a really dumb question that I want to bring up. So he said, do you believe in not having tension on stream? Now, by definition, me being here is tension. I could go walk away. And he asked me to like 3 times and I didn't listen because I like the tension. I like the chat. So then what was your response?
Look at that. Look at that. He stayed for the content. He stayed to receive the punishment. He's a glutton for punishment, but he did it for the chat. Look at that. That's what he's saying. Oh, cute Lalo. No, he really did it because he likes the abuse, man. There's a part of him that does.
Timu George Michael.
Okay. I just think some.
Manu hates the Thorps, of course. Of course.
I think it's
A lot of people do.
It's tough.
Adam is not a functional human being. Lalo can't handle him alone. Oh, but I can? Oh, but I went lots of different places with him, late at night, during the day,
Yeah.
over to his house.
But you were messing around with him too, though. You were like kind of being weird and kind of flirting with him. But it was just for content too. Like you were being fake with him.
House in his bedroom, but this big fat pussy
You're more
can't.
hungry than me. I'm the fat one, but you're more hungry than me. And everybody knows that.
I
Which is why you're upset.
Literally
You care
was
more.
totally at his beck and call. I took an Uber to his house, uninvited, twice.
Everyone can see you're not hungry. We get it. One look at you.
True.
That is not a hungry person. That is
One look at Grace, and it's like clearly she is hungry. Feed the pigs some more.
not enough hunger.
Okay.
Definitely true.
All right.
No,
And Grace looks kind of swole in her face, right? Kind of puffy cheeks, puffy nose. Looks kind of sick, actually.
no controversy there.
Yeah.
No one's gonna say he's got that lean and hungry zone.
Now they look at both of us.
Lala
and be
looks put together right now compared to Grace and Ben.
like, these guys need to skip a lot of meals, and I'll tell you, the resentment. I feel like it'll die down soon enough. It's just like there's nothing I can really do to make you.
Grace, you chose all that with Adam. Yeah, I don't care about that. The point is, people were saying, "Oh, Adam's not reasonable. You can't meet up with him alone." Okay, but I did, like, 5 times.
He doesn't care. He wouldn't meet up with Patience alone.
That's
He
true.
would meet up with Justin alone.
Why not?
Because he needs
I don't feel like it. It's not a mommy thing. Not at all.
You never got to talk to me.
Sorry?
You never got your friend from the other day, the one who stole the jacket. Like, you never, other than that, when he saw that I wasn't reacting like tough, like that was the only physical interaction he had. Like, I did notice that.
He only gets really.
Oh, yeah.
His dad.
Yeah.
His dad's.
His dad freaks him out, and plus he feels
like-
safer in his house.
It's this like very big.
Oh, they're talking about Adam. Adam feels safer in his house. Feels unsafe when he's outside because he can't control himself.
Or the person who can get them bailed them out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying it's a bad thing.
I don't think he would fight anybody.
Yeah, Ben does look even more homeless than ever, right?
Because he's smart enough. He said, "I don't want the cops called on me." Like, he would just get the cops called on him and go to jail, and it's like,
Yeah,
not even, like,
Ben
a
does
joke.
act bipolar. Some say like manic depression, depressant, and whatever.
Inside a house,
Um,
you go to jail immediately. Like, it doesn't matter. You're going to jail. You have to see a judge. There is no way you're being detained for a few hours.
He's clearly not
No,
stable.
the judge is going to decide whether you get to leave or not. Because I guess OJ beat his wife so many times they didn't really do anything until she died. And literally, like, and it happened like where one guy accused me just touching him. I'm like, really? I went all the way.
Yeah, I believe
I'm like, we're not partners or anything. It's just a dude. It happened inside out. It's a domestic violence dispute.
So it's actually worse if it's in your home. But those guys think they're protected.
Yeah.
I like we changed the topic here.
I don't know if it's domestic violence if the person's not living.
Oh
Maybe
yeah, we want to hear Ben's thoughts on domestic violence.
Those guys think they're protected.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's domestic violence if the person's not living. Or maybe they're broadened it. It's usually like roommates or family. Or what family means. We're all family.
We're all related.
It doesn't even say like third.
So maybe at this point, 20 minutes in, maybe they realize there's no hope. They're not getting any part of the 200.
Well, I say we hit the road. Thank you for packing up the bike, by the way.
It's in the
Storage room?
yeah. So the chargers are in the bag. Then
Yeah.
The 2 batteries. All of it's in the basket.
If I see a hardware store, I know what I need to get.
Look
Ow.
at this, man. Yeah, he fully evolved to like full on bum. Look at this, like beach bum. Not beach bum Ben.
Allen key.
Let me grab my glasses. Might be.
Yeah.
The way the Allen keys work, you usually get like a bunch of them, and they're either metric or standard, which means like,
Centimeters or inches or whatever.
they're like millimeters or.
But they have like the arrogance, like the false like confidence, right? To think he like looks good here. And those jeans, man, they look like they haven't been washed in like months.
Or they may have numbers. I don't know. Then they make where you have both, but you really only need whatever. And those are cheap, $5 for.
But also, patients can get us access at 5. So
Yeah.
that might be the way to go. But if I see a Dollar Tree,
I think it'd be better
would.
just to use any toolbox is going to have its
Yeah.
own set.
Oh yeah, he's
Then we
been
gotta
wearing the shirt for a
travel.
long time, yeah.
know, I need
For a
that,
week,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. And also,
Beach bump in, BBB. Yeah.
electrical tape. If I see like a Dollar Tree or something, get some electrical tape.
No, they'll have it here.
They'll have it? Okay. Oh, right, okay.
But I would just tell Butt Boy to piss off.
Really?
Y'all been telling him to piss off for a while now.
For the day?
Yeah.
Why? Because he's making money off us? 'Cause-
Make his own. I just think it sucks. I mean, it's chat's fault, but like, why continue to abuse our chat? You know,
Well, here's the thing.
use your own chat.
Are they going to
I-
punish
Put it
their
on your
chat
own
for
stream.
giving
I
to
agree.
Don't
Lalo?
be a jerk and say like, haha, I got money for you for doing nothing. Which of course you could have done too. You could have kept the 200 and been like, "Hey."
I could have. But I didn't want to alienate Damius more than I cared about giving it to Lalo.
Well, you could have said, I gave it to Lalo. And you know what I mean? There's a million things you could have done.
True, yeah.
And said, like, I gave you the 200 where, you know, it must not have come through yet.
Oh, well, let me ask the chat. I agree
we
that...
tend to be, like, honest and straightforward. And
God, thank
I
you,
don't
thank
think
you,
we
thank
were
you,
really
thank you.
vouching.
Thank you for changing it. But this is not even better. Guys, look at this. Whoa, look at this, guys. Whoa. Is this an upgrade or a downgrade? Huh? Look at this. Now that's going to make some money, right? Donations need to be coming in now, right?
for Lalo at that point. Like, he's going to bring it. I was like, this guy sucks. I'm not giving it.
Well, let me
He
ask the
gave it,
chat.
and I would just say, well,
Yeah,
you just-
Lalo can't make money off of them no matter how much punishment they put him through, right?
We were right.
Yeah.
You got ganked, but like I don't see where you're going to continue to give that person access.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want Lalo today. Put a 2 if not.
Look at that big backpack they got. That's a monster.
They
Yeah.
can't make decisions on their own,
that
man.
big
They gotta
waistband?
get the chat.
Yeah.
That's so you can go all day with it because you put the weight on your hips.
All right, let me check the chat. 112 1112 12
I would say-
22 1111 1222222.
And it's the same people. You know, they're just
I would say
1222.
I would say he should
Split.
apologize. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of saying like
apologize for receiving money.
do something interesting now.
Dude, they're so envious, man. They're so envious. They can't stand that he got money. No matter all, and keep in mind, dude, the reason, dude, that struggle session the other day was like, was hilarious. That was good stuff to watch. That was fun. And that was only possible because Lalo was there. The punch in the face, that was Lalo. They have to keep him around. He's a glutton for punishment. He's like their gimp.
I'll put it to him. Do something interesting.
Or apologize to chat, but he feels like, oh, I took advantage of you. Hee hee.
Yeah,
Well, I think
Okay,
he
you agreed to 200.
I agree. Although I think that's kind of, we already did that. It should be something else.
Maybe from Justin.
I'd like to see Patience slap him. That's what I'd like to see. Patience has got a nice big hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so is that their next plan to try to manipulate a situation where Patience slaps him?
Right across the
They slaps what?
smack.
Lalo
I think he would enjoy
or
it,
Justin?
spending, like,
I'm not sure
the
who
day with
Justin
Lalo
is.
yesterday.
I lost my other pair of sunglasses.
I need sunglasses too. We should get some somewhere. Lalo
Dude,
needs
you
to
are
be punished by work.
overdressed. 3 layers.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I don't know. I like my light sweater. I don't like.
This is like, this weather is like LA winter.
Well, we'll be closer to the beach. It's a lot cooler there.
It is true.
Is it really cold over there or something?
I could bring us.
He's a big boy. He knows what he's doing.
No, I mean, hey, it's up to you.
I would just be, even the black t-shirt, I'd be like, oh.
I don't get it because the sun's out, but he's like wearing like
sunburn if it's white.
a
If it's
jacket.
black, I'll get hotter, but at least it'll block the sun. If it's white, it'll absorb it, and I'm getting a sunburn under.
You would think you'd get a sunburn for your t-shirt?
It's outward. Yeah, if you wear a white T-shirt during direct, like this.
What? I mean, I guess like a super thin T-shirt. What? I mean, I've worn white T-shirts and did not receive a sunburn. That's like hippie, weird hippie stuff is going on right now.
Like being outside all day.
Is he
I got
going to a
something
2006 Paramore concert?
That's a good question, Paranormal. I'm not sure.
on Marilyn Manson, actually.
Is that your thing? It's like horror movie T-shirts.
That's what I have. Yeah, mostly black T-shirts. Let me get the sweater, guys.
You know what they're starting to do? They're starting to say they're going to donate to Lalo's Cash App to spite you.
Oh, they should.
Yeah. I mean, support the LGBT community.
We are in LA.
But he's the wrong kind of gay,
look,
though.
Lalo is what Lalo is, but I'm not going to kick him out.
Kick him out of what?
The content. Personally.
I would take the bike, him take the scooters, and just sorry, bro.
Like Ben really wants to push him out of there, but even the chat's saying, no, Lalo's Kino, he has to stay.
Use the bike that you have. But if you want to walk, Amy, you're doing it to appease him because you're like, it's too hard for poor little baby to rent a scooter.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Because Justin said his scooter only goes for an hour, so then at that point he would be walking and I would be on the bike.
And then you got to carry around a scooter.
Let me ask him about that. If he can ride it just as a scooter, then okay, just walk off and you fucking cocksucker.
Oh, tell that to your dad directly.
God. All right.
Tell that to your dad directly, please.
Just walk off. What a fucking asshole.
Oh, your dad's an asshole, right? Oh, the true thoughts, the suffering, the headaches, huh? Huh? I do like the vibe of this place, though.
Convenience store.
How much does it cost to stay at one of these places? I always thought like hostels were like dingy and like disgusting.
Yeah, I think he. How much for a Diamond or Ava meetup? Well, I can't make Ava come down here. She is non-tent. But I also can't make Diamond meet up with me, but I could maybe... She lives in Palm Springs. I would love to meet her. She said she'd text me, but I gave her my number. Maybe she forgot. I could
someone
DM her on
else gonna
Discord.
collab with the Thorps? Who's this
It's not a
Diamond
bad
person?
idea.
That's right, Tinsel. Yeah, Grace would punish anybody with mind games if they said what she said about Ben. Yes. It's only $30 a night for a private room. Huh. Well, they could just live there, yeah.
I want to go get it. I want to get a dress. A nice linen dress, maybe some sandals. I don't really care if they want to come.
Oh,
or not.
Adam's cousin? Okay. I was assuming female.
Just Diamond. Hey,
With a name
never
like
got
Diamond.
your text, but any chance you'd want to link up? I'm bored, lol. I know you're far away, but
That's
it'd
gonna be
fun.
no, huh? I mean,
Just
these
let
people
me
are
know.
weird though.
We need to drag Adam out of his rat palace.
We're gonna bring Adam back out for content, huh?
Poll ended. Stream with Lalo. Yes.
Good question. Game over. Doesn't Ben have court in Rhode Island coming up? Oh, it's not important to him. It's not important. It's, you know, he doesn't really care. He doesn't seem to really cares at all about any of that stuff. Like, it doesn't really matter to him. At least that's the impression I get. I think he's just willing just to give up and let Courtney win. Well, not win everything, right? You know, whatever happened to the gold coins? Huh? Where's this RV at? You know, how can Courtney try to take an RV if the RV's busted?
73%, no, 27%. Okay. Well, then it has been decided.
Well, no sweater. I looked in the basement. Someone took it.
Is that true? Lalo drank a whole bunch of what, pink gay wine? I want Lalo to come back. He was the content.
Just give me
The
a
content's
sec,
gone
set
now.
some stuff up.
Grace, you have the stream and we have dead air. This part's boring. Oh man, guys, we're gonna have to talk about something else. Okay, there we
If you
go.
were to take your scooter, can you ride it just like as a scooter when it's dead? Okay, it's not too heavy. Okay.
Only if my charger will stick out of your bag.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It won't fit here.
No, definitely put it in my bag. I have almost nothing. Okay, so then I would like to take my bike then.
Yeah, let's go on another homeless adventure. Like homeless
Not
activities,
yet,
man.
but
Homeless
it's totally
behavior.
bikeable.
He has court on the 1st of June. No. He has like what? Yeah, more than 15 days to figure out what to do, how to get there. Maybe you can do it virtual. That's Tinsel. Yeah, Courtney could have been living the good life like this. Yeah, River. Yeah, this is their idea of content. This is why Lalo was Kino. Lalo was the content. This isn't content, Grace. Oddly enough, though, they got more viewers now than I think they had before. If the kick count is right. By the way, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Press the like button if you can. It helps out the stream. I want to say game over. Vet sure. Paranormal Drama Llama,
Yeah.
River, Tinsel. Thanks for watching. We're still at some time.
Do you have a YouTube channel? But you watch YouTube.
I'd have to make one, yeah. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I don't want to use my name.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered making a kick?
Yeah, I just don't know what the identity from it is, because that's like, if I put Justin, that's not putting too much thought into it, but it's just like, I just, don't know what the volunteer is, what I would do.
Oh, well, you can change it. It's not like permanent once you make the account. Like, you don't have to pick one thing for the rest of your life.
Oh, she's trying to see how much.
Grace is Andrew Tate,
Okay.
a fucking dirty pimp like her father.
Oh, read that again. Grace is Andrew Tate, a fucking dirty pimp like her father. Oh, what? What does that even mean? Grace is Andrew Tate, a effing dirty pimp like her father. Like, Andrew Tate ran cam shows. He had girls running cam shows and making money that way. Ben tried to do that with the Wayward Hose thing. It didn't work out very well. Ask Ava about that. Yeah. Grace should recommend, that angle there, huh, Tinsel? Ready to say game over? Does she get kickback from Kick because she sure has been recruiting? She probably does.
Pimp? I'm a pimp for Kick. Pimp.
Oh, she's trying to pimp out Lala, the creepy Discord man? Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, okay. I get that then. How her dad used to pimp her out on Discord, guys. I would know. And Chinatown, Ben would just bring Grace out and be like, dance for the guys. And it was weird. She just wants people in the Thorpe TV universe. That's also true as well.
Yeah, but we could, Westwood's a cool area to start in, because one, he can get back to LAX easy from that area. The OJ thing, near that.
But I guess the Lalo struggle session is over. Now we have them trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Well, you guys have to leave and then deal with me. Yeah, that means you too.
Yeah. Do you know how old that coffee isn't old, right? It just hit my
It's
stomach.
just from today.
I
It's
just,
also particularly strong.
it just made me feel like nauseous. Ugh.
Yeah, that was from
Sorry.
They poisoned you with bad coffee,
no,
Grace.
I just got a weird wave of nausea.
Don't be a victim.
Oh, you want to hit the
Not yet.
You're gonna have a baby? Baby Jude.
Jude is a pretty name.
Oh, man. Is she going to have a baby? Is she going to have a baby? Why is she looking fat? Are they saying she's looking fat?
Yeah, Jude.
I was gonna sing that to you in karaoke, but I forgot.
So you should. You know, when I first moved to America, I thought people were making fun of me. Right? I was going to school, and they would call my name in class, and then the students, you know how to call that sentence, and then the students would go, "Hey, Jude," and I'm like, at first I was like, okay, it's cute, and then I'm like, okay, now it's getting annoying.
Yeah.
Because everyone would be like, "Hey, Jude," I'm like,
Well, not many people are named Jude. Like, it's an older
Jude?
exactly.
name.
So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I went to the teacher. I'm like, I don't know why, but the students are making fun of me. And then she's like, what do you
Yeah, that is like a name that died off,
and
huh?
then the students go, "Hey, dude," and then they do all these funny, and then she's like, "Oh, sweetheart, it's a song." I'm like, oh, and then she bought me a CD, and then yeah.
It's a nice song. I like it.
But the person who the song is about isn't even named Judy. Like, they're named Julie.
Oh, really?
It's the guy singing it is singing Judy. Other band.
Remember, this is the content, right? Like, Grace is supposed to be like the content.
It's gonna be okay. For the song. Like, he didn't want to put his real name because he didn't want to get in the public attention, so he put Jude. Jude. Yeah, it's not a love song.
He's putting together the plan for the day because her dad can't do it.
I'm gonna move myself inside. It's kind of hot out here.
Having heat flashes, nausea. I think that might be morning sickness, right? A droopy boob stream? Yeah. Not even a good boob stream. Oh, now we got music. We got music. Hopefully it won't be a problem.
Not feeling well.
Oh, it will be a problem.
Well, look.
I mean, this stream got like, looks like copyright claimed. Lady Killers.
Maybe we can do it.
If I speed it up, it might be not a problem. Which is great because they honestly talk slow. I talk slow, you know? There we go.
I had that coffee, and I don't think it's the coffee, but I just think my stomach is feeling sensitive. I just got a wave of nausea.
Take it slow.
Probably eating would help, but like I don't really feel like eating, but I don't know.
Do you want to just go to Taco Bell or the convenience store?
She said she's feeling sick. Taco Bell's not a good place to go if you're feeling sick, right?
Sure, yeah.
You can see how you feel.
Yeah.
I just need my socks and the sneakers.
Yeah, okay.
I can go to you. Because we need lunch anyways.
Yeah.
It's like today, no one's providing free lunch.
Wait, is the chicken and rice?
Oh, we got a deal around here. You know, because, I mean, we're chilling. This guy's being what he's being.
He's in chat saying, I saw him texting her.
What's up, what's mine?
Oh, what a little creep. Yes, Dono, I texted my father.
But his behavior is just chill.
So fucking autistic. Holy sh- Oh, Ethiopian restaurant.
Oh, wait, Lalo's sitting over there in the corner. He's not even part of the video. Well, they said they wanted him to leave. He's leaving.
Yes, that'd be good.
I would go there.
Sunglasses on, headphones on, chatting in a stream that's going on in the same room. And there's no like. Hey, you know,
That is funny. That is funny though.
Makes sense. Maybe I should make sense of this.
Even-
Just complete moron.
Why?
No desire to like make it make sense. Just double down on idiocy. You expect that somehow this is the path to success.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, his idea was he's going to take a gap year from college
And do content.
and YouTube with you.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, but
Headphones aren't even on.
the deal is I'm gonna start that out by being a complete a-hole
Yeah.
who just openly defies all social norms.
It's like, can I clarify?
Lalo's in the chat saying I never said that.
Well,
It's not even so much about being an a-hole. Like, that can be funny. But it's like,
it can
there's
be
a
funny
lack
if like
of
there's a little
basic-
wink at the end of it.
Yeah.
And now he's leaving.
No, seriously, that's what I am.
That's it.
I came into your
Wow.
chat and stole their money, and that's hilarious. Bye, I win. And it's like, see ya, bro. Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Yeah.
And there ain't no oopsie later. It's like you've had days and days to try to make sense of it. And it's just,
Yeah.
nope.
They're trying to reel Lalo back in. Or are they trying to kick him away? I mean, they're acting like they want to kick him away. But I think it's like reverse psychology.
Not doing no explanation at all. No like, yeah, I understand. I'm having a
It's the dark psychology that's what playing with.
I get where you're going. It's just smile, like humorless smile, laugh, or mirthless laugh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lalo even laughed. Huh. Oh, what Lalo asked for $50 to sit next to them? Okay.
And just keep on running. It's like, okay. What do you say to that?
There's nothing to say.
Enjoy living that way. You know, he's doing a job this summer.
What? What's the job?
He's got a job as a college, $4,000.
Snacks, please.
Really?
Which is decent. It's not that much. He's going to stay living with his parents. And then he's saying to go to law school. Also while living with his parents.
Even the check on him out. Ben basically said you're secretly gay for 10 hours straight a couple of days ago.
To a local law school, like that, it's going to cost him nothing. And like that is a plan. I get it. It's just like this thing of like I'm all about me, but it's Loserville. So you're going to be. He's 21 now. He's going to be 22 after his gap year. Obviously not student.
It's all about me is Loserville. Isn't this whole like streaming thing with them all about them? What? Talk about irony there, right?
Then 3 years of law school. 25 years old, living with his parents.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a few
bucks in his pocket in his bank account. Like,
That's not what we need, Grace.
not doing much work to get through law school because it's not very competitive. But also not going. This is part of the pattern. Seems like a smart enough guy, but like chose a college to go to so he could remain living at home. Now he's choosing grad school to go to
He's going to college, dude.
remain living at home, which is
You don't have to. You could still live at home and go to college. That's even better. That way you don't have to pay for like dorm rooms and all that shit. Ben is a failure of a father, you know, and he wants to talk like he knows what to do. He's a failure in life. He wants to talk about like he knows what to do. I wouldn't take life advice from him.
crazy, right? But since he's chosen that, he doesn't have to work hard undergrad to get into grad. It's just like a recipe for mediocrity, right?
Yeah. Do you feel bad for his dad though? That's what he raised, like suffer.
But nobody wins. Nobody wins. You know what I'm saying?
No, he wins. He gets to be a mediocre middle management lawyer.
Well, it wouldn't be middle management.
Well, middle of the road lawyer pushing papers and being autistic. He's never gonna have love. He doesn't want it. He's autistic.
He's never gonna have love. Grace, I think that might be your experience there. What do you guys think about that? What do dead ends? Oh, not much, Manu. How you doing, man? You doing all right?
People don't want to be big. Like, you have to have a soul in order to want more than
Yeah,
just
exactly. Paranormal, yeah.
body fed and
But-
have your autistic life.
Oh, I see. You're saying it's a life of celibacy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what though? Ben should release like a self-help book. He should come up with a self-help book. It would be funny. No. You know what? Maybe not a book. That takes too much effort. It takes a lot of planning and stuff. If Ben, the way he looks right now, were to do like a series of like YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever, giving like life advice, it would be hilarious because people would see that it looks like it doesn't look right. You know, the irony of it is like right there. It's on the surface.
If he'll end up like
Have you seen his
Melanie.
girlfriend?
He'll end up like Melanie.
Yeah, but at least Melanie's a fairly nice social person, and she had a 15-year relationship. He's never gonna have that. He has no soul.
He'll have these people who are pretending. He'll have these people who want to have a boyfriend without any of the stress of an actual.
Yeah, I mean, look what he pulled up. A 3 out of 10 white girl who's like batshit crazy, and she's just super mid. Like enjoy mid all around.
No. But
Oh, that's true. Yeah, an audiobook.
There's
Yeah.
no pulling. It's just a.
The
like,
Walmart
you're my
Wolverine.
boyfriend, I'm your girlfriend. There's nothing here that's heterosexual.
More like dollar store,
There's
man.
no actual sexuality. It's just having a label for someone so that she's the mommy and he's the.
She's
he's the
100%
child.
the mommy, yeah.
Dollar
There's no
Tree.
intimacy or tension.
How could there be? How could there be? I mean, the guy has no soul. There's no. I've heard him talk on the phone to her. It's the same way he talks to us. It's like.
No, I actually
It's
think,
crazy.
I actually think that with us, there is some tension because he's literally like petrified of me.
Yeah, that's why he's all the way over there.
But he's not going to say like, I do appreciate when you have those talks. It's like challenging to me, but it's good for me. He's just like,
They're like
never
negative,
apologized for his
man, all the time.
look at his little legs.
They're just like sulking losers.
It's like babies and the baby legs.
Move and sit next to Lalo and have the conversation about him there.
But what's
Yeah.
the point of all this? To pretend that you're normal? Why not just embrace being who you are? You know what I mean?
They're just bitter that he's not sitting with them.
I have no idea why Lalo makes any of this.
You want to spend your whole life pretending, but not actually really caring to pull it off. Pretending that you're like relatively normal.
Does he pretend he's normal though? Not really.
Not really.
I think you're right that he has deeply repressed homosexual tendencies.
Because the great example of normality is Ben and Grace, right?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the homosexual lifestyle, but it's like, at least like you're gonna.
I thought you said you were the other day. He said I'm not. He said he's not a big fan of the homosexual lifestyle, but he was the one who's cooking up all these freaking fantasies. Okay.
Learn from experience, right? Here, you're just never gonna be. Who
Thanks
you
for the
are,
likes. We got 20 likes.
And you're just.
Always good.
I mean, I saw it with my dad. It's just you just get stuck.
Back in the day, I'd be taking shots, huh? I'm doing better. Can't do that. I shouldn't even be smoking this. We're gonna go for another 30 minutes. I think I could do that.
You don't grow. You don't think. Your brain stops working.
You guys
Why
doing all
bother-
right?
Why bother using your brain? It's going to make connections that you don't like. So you just stop using your brain, and you become a buffoon.
Yeah. Which is
And if the
By the
bills
way,
are
if you
paid-
want to
if the bills
throw
are paid, I guess,
additional support, I'd appreciate
And you're
that
not doing
too.
anything
You don't have to
illegal.
though. Every streamer says
then
that. I know.
I guess you could just keep cruising through.
yeah. Some people have
So you don't think the dad's ever going to say like, "This sucks"?
If he hasn't said it already, he's not going to say it.
So this is going to be this into the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. It's going to have a mate clipping his toenails when he's 35 years old.
I mean, if you're his dad and you haven't already,
He should be like you, right, Ben? With no job, no home, living in a hostel. Okay, Lalo's here just because he has nothing else to do, but he can go back home, right? He can go back home. He can go to college. He already has it all planned out. Like, but you should already have your life together. Like you had it for a little bit. And I'm not even saying the obvious. The obvious thing when it comes to Ben and Grace. The whole, like, the creepy relationship stuff, you know?
gotten rid of this. I don't think you're ever going to get rid of it.
I mean, you could say it's not like a total failure to launch, but it's not even an attempt to launch, right? It's not a failure to launch, it's just a refusal to launch.
It's bizarre. I don't even know what you would call it.
Because who launched? Did Ben launch? Is this launching? Is this what it looks like to successfully launch? This right here is success. What you're seeing right there, that is success. Is that what we're supposed to believe? That's ridiculous. Who believes that? Chad, you believe this? This is insane, right?
A failure to refuse.
Well, it's a path. You know, like what they say, water takes the path of least resistance, right?
She doesn't even have a driver's license,
So
right?
You
Yeah.
can predict where a river, you know, what I mean, water is going to flow. It's just going to flow towards the bottom, and if
Yeah.
something gets in its way, it just flows around it, right? But human beings generally.
But wait,
aren't
she did
like
have a
that,
car at one
In the
point.
sense, like whatever's easiest.
He doesn't
to
have a
go
driver.
through.
That's where she had a permit, right? She had a
Because
permit.
There's the idea of.
But they had
overcoming
expired.
challenges and maybe taking a risk.
Or am I just
you know, that might
imagining
pay off,
things?
Might not.
Yeah.
But I guess you can just become like, especially men, right? The idea is like
Yeah.
ambition. But you can just become like a droplet of water and just say like, well, it's easier for me to be a leech off my parents because they aren't strong enough to tell me to, right? But the problem with that is that,
Well, they raised him.
well, the problem with that is that like, it's a little bit like pornography, right? So like at first young people were like, oh, cool. I win. I get to see. I don't have to, get a magazine, pay money, hide it. It's right there on the internet. But after a while, they're like, actually lost because this stuff is not good for me, and now I don't. Kind of gay. I don't know how to approach. You know what I mean? This became like a crutch.
Yeah.
But with this guy, so it's like, okay, the dad being like, you can stay
Oh,
here,
man.
because maybe like the divorce, whatever, goes bad. But even if the dad says he's not saying like you got to get out of here, wouldn't there be an urge of a son to say, well, I don't want to be a burden to you, but also it's not good for me.
Healthy son.
Ben is
to-
quite the philosopher on life, huh?
Someone who's 21, you would think, but again, here we run into the other problem, would be looking to attract,
Life advice from
mate.
Ben Thorpe.
and that's the worst way to attract a mate. Literally, the worst thing you can do is live in a bedroom as a college graduate who's actually making money to
Ben
choose to
Dots.
live in a bedroom in your parents' house when you can get an apartment. Move to a city like LA or New York,
Lalo
right?
has so many worse things going on than the fact that he lives with his parents that it's in my opinion, relatively low on the list of priorities of what to fix.
Yeah, you know what he should do? He should start an Ethiopian restaurant. Yeah, that's what he should do. He should start a family, have weird relationships with his daughter. bring on the family drama, invite the family drama, put it on YouTube, right? That's what he should do. That's what he should do. This is horrible. You know what he should do? He should get on Discord calls and talk about how he had beat his wife for discipline. That's what he should do.
That's like, wait, you could theoretically be a cool guy who's like, I'm saving up money to do X, Y, Z. I'm living with my parents. I'm going to pay them back, but I need to save money for right now. But theoretically, could be possible. Especially if you and your
there
dad
could be
are
situations,
okay.
yeah.
Could be a situation. Could be. It's not an instant DQ.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm saying it's the least of his problems.
But he's just taking advantage of his father.
Yeah, and his father deserves it. Look at what he raised.
Yeah, River. Yeah, Ben is a total failure as a parent. Yeah, for sure.
They deserve each
Doesn't
other.
have custody of his kids. Yeah.
Just like Adam's dad deserves Adam.
Well, I'm saying yesterday he could have.
Oh yeah, and he's not going to pay child support. There's no way. He doesn't.
Made some interesting content. Sure, there's a certain amount of risk, but he's like, no, I'm not going to, because I don't have to.
Yeah.
Because I can just leech off my parents.
Yeah.
And I just do a nominal. I go to a lousy school, lousy grad school, get a lousy job, at a lousy law firm, do a lousy job.
Yeah.
But it's enough that I'm not Adam, let's say, right? But I mean, he's clearly an alcoholic.
He's
You
a heavy
can't drink.
drinker. I wouldn't say he's an alcoholic.
You
He's
can't
a
drink
heavy
5.7 bottles of wine in a day and not have a drinking problem.
drinker. Yeah.
5 point.
Yeah, that's true. Get crack. A lot of Americans do have at least driver's license, at least that. So what's the thing with Grace and her driver's license? Because she has driven the RV before. She has driven before. I thought it was like a permit, right? And it had expired. There's a reason why she hasn't been driving lately, right? Because she could have been, but she wasn't. So get cracked for me. Are you saying that Grace does have a driver's license?
Seven bottles of wine? You know what alcohol
He likes to drink a lot of wine.
is?
It's a lot.
And that's when you're supposed to, that's when you just met. It wasn't really a drinking scene. We weren't really drinking.
Weren't they at a gay bar? Weren't they over there to have fun and party? That sounds like a drinking scene to me. I mean, that's how I party.
A little bit, but not really, though. He was drinking as soon as he got the France.
It wasn't like we were partying at a frat house. It's like
No.
you're just sitting there sucking literally gallons of wine into your system to be able to, at the end of 5.7 bottles of wine, be able to have a still fairly autistic interaction at night, which ended.
Because this is like a vacation for him. He doesn't care. It's like it's a bunch of bullshit. He doesn't seem to really care about any of this.
With you getting punched in the face.
Lalo seems kind of lost and confused. Like he's trying to figure things out for
to
him.
go to a gay bar for a half hour and then still freak out.
Yeah, get cracked for me. I can agree with that. The Thorps are
So-
definitely lazy.
Let's go to that convenience store. Yes, we got the speaker back.
Yeah, let's go to a convenience store. I still think Ben is pissed that he didn't get the money.
Oh, yeah. Can I leave the stream just on? I'll leave on this.
This is what mediocrity looks like. But it's like a championing of mediocrity.
What is?
Like mediocrity is my superpower.
I don't think it's quite mediocrity, but you could make that case. I think it's more like just being a prick. Like an autistic asshole, so it's not even like...
If this is an example of mediocrity, are you guys like an example of like of trash? Because that's what I see, man.
funny, it just sucks.
No. They're the example of success. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what? You know what, guys? Ben and Grace have it right, dude. Ben and Grace are the example of success. This is what success looks like, dude. I mean, clearly, right? They've made it. Think about this. Instead of actually working a 9 to 5, they can just stream around all day, do nothing, and sometimes every now and then get money. And then maybe once a month they get a payment from Kick. How much is that payment, by the way? Is it just $1,000 a month? How much is the Kick payment? Does anyone know? What hourly rate does Grace get from Kick? That's a good question. I don't know. 20, 30 an hour of like streaming hour? Like you have to stream? Man, you'd be streaming all day, every hour. They have to cut it though, right? I mean, it can't be, you can't just stream 24 hours and get paid for that. There's probably some rules on that. Because people could just take advantage of that real fast. When does Grace do her tax return? Oh, well, that's going to be a problem, huh? Don't keep the hours up. Don't get paid. That's why there's so much content. Huh? Well, yeah, you gotta do it. That's why there's sleep streams. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, then that's it, huh? That's the money train. There's no way that thing could work though for long term, right? I mean, how much? Because the back end of that, the people who are paying that out, are they just swimming in cash? I know it's like what owned by like with stake, and they do gambling. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
You're back.
Yes. Sounds good.
Okay, so there are some rules about it. Real streaming has to be in the picture. Original content. Okay. Well, Lalo seems to just be chilling, enjoying himself. He's in their chat, though. And just give crap from me. Give crap to me. Oh, paranormal drama llama. Everything's subject to tax. Yeah, they just have to. Well, they would have to. Of course, file that. You know, if they notice that, hey, man, you haven't really filed your taxes, or it seems a little bit off. If they get audited, it'd be crazy. But understand this. I have certain thoughts about taxes. First off, okay, all right. I have certain thoughts about them, so I don't really care if she owes taxes. I don't really care about that. But yes, it could be a situation down the line, for sure.
connectors.
Yeah.
This part just seems so sad. There's nothing else going on. There's no talking or anything. It's just on Lalo.
Where is it?
Oh, even the chat's saying Cash App Lalo, and they're giving Lalo's Cash App there.
Maybe you never get back to it.
Oh, I refreshed my cards and I got 2 of them.
Oh, someone the chat says someone just sent $1,000. That's so fake.
I gave 2, didn't I? Gave 1 to you? Maybe I left you out there?
Well, Lalo got 2K now. Are they reading their chat? What are you doing? Sin Orange has been filing for disability. He might have a claim, right? He has a hunchback.
You don't have the card? You didn't put it in your shirt pocket or anything? I swear to God, I let myself in with your card.
Lalo's playing this perfect. Narcissists hate being ignored. Yeah. Yeah.
Lighter.
But something tells me Lalo will return because he likes the punishment.
Health insurance.
I'm sure I'll find out. I'll just have to check my card.
I don't know.
Oh, he leaves. Look at that. Just like that. Is that it?
You don't know of a guy, you know, like one of those little shops where the guy just 48 hours and
Did you Google places that repair? I would definitely search it on Van Eyes.
Yeah, I think
No,
that's
wait, it
it.
doesn't make any sense. We're not going
maybe
to
just
keep
put it
it.
on Craigslist. You know what I mean?
That I need something?
Someone who's got a little bit of know-how and can just like hook it up and it's got like a few tools and some electrical
That'd be
tape.
great because people might come and try to steal it. You know, because out here, that's going to happen.
No, I mean, then we would just go to this person.
Because right now they're just talking to that guy about, I think, his scooter.
Whatever, you know.
What's the plan with the bike, though? Because we have it, but we're not going to keep it. So
It's only $100 to ship. It's only $100 to ship.
Oh, they're talking about the battery for the bike.
Anywhere in the US.
okay, all right. Well,
Well, if you get a working e-bike, sell that for $500. That thing, make a toy, you little profit on it.
They just bought it recently, and now they're thinking about selling it.
Give it to the, you know, just in there. Pleasure, wants it for patience.
pleasure.
Precious.
When he's watching the screen, he
Precious.
heard that.
I mean, there's lots of people who have just like a scooter living right up for you. I mean, it'd be perfect for him because he does deliveries. If he just covered our costs.
Yeah, so I think that might be it for the Lalo
Sure.
stuff. Huh.
Oh, does it?
Lalo left the building.
You found it?
Yeah, it was in the room.
I mean, I just think we could do better than this kind of interaction with this type of person.
Now, does Grace look sad right here? Let me slow it down a bit. Does Grace look sad that Lalo might actually be gone forever?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, never in his world, it's like,
Wait, did he leave? Was that him?
yeah, I think
I gotta
it's
speed it up just a little bit.
Like that's he's catching a plane now. Like, that's it.
Never again.
Wow. So I think this is where we wrap it up here. Do y'all think? So Lalo left. Grace appears to be a little sad. Y'all think he's gone forever? Do you think he's gone for good? What do y'all think about that? We saw him. We saw the Thorps put Lalo through a struggle session for receiving donations. Receiving a donation. They wanted him to split it. He's not going to split it. Because they said no more splitting beforehand. For all that. We saw them get super salty, get very jealous. A fed up Southern girl says she thinks Lalo might actually be done this time. Yeah, it seems a little bit different, doesn't it? W. Pizdit says the same thing. This might be a poll question. Let's make it a poll. Is Lalo done with the Thorps? Grace just gets more mad. Yeah, that's about it. Paranormal Drama Llama brings up a point. The Thorps are never truly done with anybody. Yeah, and they may try to reel him back in. The exit was sad. It was. There's no closure to it, is there? Kvetcher says he'll be back even if he had a hotter girlfriend than Grace. He's hooked. He's hooked on Grace. Yeah, Edison, a lot of riding off into the sunset. That's right. He's been sunsetted, hasn't he? Lalo stole their pay pig. And here at one point, I thought I saw their pay pig get cracked for me. I'm messing with you. But yeah, they got mad. They got salty. And we saw it play out. And that exit was a little weird, huh? So you mean boyfriend? I think he was being generous. Oh, Grace got mad at you when you pay pig to Ava? Oh yeah, she gets mad at anyone. Like, that's the thing. The Thorps think they own you and they own your money, and like you have to give to them. And I could see it from their perspective. I mean, they need the money. They absolutely do. This is their income. Right? Look, man, desperation brings the worst out of people. If I was homeless and I was streaming all the time, oh, man. I would have a literal sign that says, need money. You know? I think actually we'd be better off just doing favors under Interpass. You know? Overpass, I mean, not Interpass. Thorps disrespect the pay pigs. Right? Man, I'd be super happy. I'd be like, hey, man, thanks. You mean I don't have to take shots? Lalo gave them 2 more days of content, as he was obliged to do. Was he? If Lalo gets paid? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So maybe Lalo can get paid to interact with the Thorps again. Would I divorce my non-wife, abandon your kids, and live in a stinky RV? No, man. No, even better. I'll get a van, a beat-up van, park it down by a river, and just do that. Embrace an old meme that's like an old joke from a long time ago. Of course I would. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. It was cool hanging out. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Edinson, you take it easy, man. Fed Up Southern Girl, game over. Get cracked for me. Kvetcher, Paranormal Drama Llama, Tinsel TQ, and W Piz Dits. Hope you guys are having a great one. And I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. Probably not. Now that the pink eye is gone, and it is finally gone, it means I could finally do things I need to do with the old lady. You know what I mean? Milk Cow, how's it going? Oh, you just popped in the chat now? Look at that. You take it easy, man.